Hi, Scorpio. It's your girl, Alex. And I am back, darlings, to bring you guys another tarot reading. I hope, Scorpio, that you are doing amazing. Let's see what amazing things the universe has for you. Dear God, angels, universe, please bless Scorpio with some incredible information. Thank you. Choices, options. Just as a heads up, personal readings are still open. Link is in the description. The developing your spiritual abilities will be pushed back until May. All right. 2-2. Okay, the Temperance is 2 cups coming together. Here's the Magician with all of his elements. Queen of Swords. Okay. That Queen of Swords is giving me a big pessimistic vibe, right? I was happy, I was good, I was balanced. Then the Queen of Swords came up and all of a sudden I felt like I was being watched, right? Like it just got serious real quick. Ooh, 1 + 9 is 10. And the Page of Wands. Somebody is going to say something to you in like a joking, tricking manner, but they're going to mean it. And it could relate to how they feel about you, right? Like you may have like your work bestie and they may be like, girl, I'm going to marry you. You know, you just get me. You know what I mean? And I feel like there is some seriousness to that, right? Queen of Swords with the cups to the right of her, overthinking, you know, kind of analyzing. This Page of Wands, it's almost, I kind of feel like for a lot of you, you're trying to figure out if somebody or some situation is the real deal, right? Is this person really serious about you, Scorpio? Well, baby, you came to the right channel with the fucked up cards, but we gonna figure it out. All right. All right. King of Pentacles. So you may have an option, either 2 love options or 2 financial options. Ace of Cups twice. 3 of Pentacles. Ooh. 6 of Cups. Okay, Scorpio. You abandoned love. You're like, you know what? 9 of Cups twice. Love ain't abandoned you. Okay. If this is not like a Scorpio combination, I don't know what is. You guys are masters at unconditional and real love, right? But damn it, it's so hard. Damn it, it's so hard. 10 of Cups. Look at all these cups out here. 10, 1, Ace, 9, 9, 6, Ace. Okay, Scorpio. I feel like you're about to see the love that someone has for you. Now, at the end of the day, a lot of Scorpios are not in relationships, don't really care about relationships. That's fine, right? This here, sorry, I'm adjusting this light. It's like right over my head, right over the dome. Okay, I'm okay with it like that. I hope y'all can see it. But anyway, I'm interested in y'all seeing the cards. Okay, so there are a lot of Scorpios who don't really care about love. But here's the thing. It could even relate to your career, as in your boss really showing you how much they appreciate you, right? Really being grateful for the type of work that you do, the effort you make. I don't feel, I was going to say I don't feel like this is a recognition energy, but my angels are saying kinda, sorta. And I feel with this Queen of Swords and the 6 of Cups, that's that goddamn imposter syndrome. Queen of Swords, right? She's so hardened and cold and analytical and logical. that she misses the love that's around her. It's almost like she's so ice cold that the warm love around her melts her ice and it turns it into water, but she ain't trying to feel it, or I ain't trying to hear all of that. Just pay me Ron, right? Like, you could tell me, you could recognize me and give me all these awards, but, put some lumps in my check. Okay. Now, that was the love option again, because you got a lot of cups here. I can't ignore the emotions. I can't ignore the love element or the love part of this reading. Okay. And angels are saying to me, for many of you, absolutely yes, you're going to take it however it resonates in your life. But let's talk about the gist and the crux of this reading. I feel like it's almost like somebody's going to show you a different side of them, and you may fall in love with the different side that they're showing you, or you may, because I got the Six of Cups, so the Six of Cups represents the return of emotions, right? So your heart warming up, or you getting in your feelings, or you know what I mean? And with this King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, that kind of says that you were doing fine, but then there's going to be a second option that comes in that helps you do finer. That's not a word. Okay? My angels are saying, instead of receiving this second option in an analytical way, give yourself some time to receive it and see it for what it truly is, which is appreciation and love, right? So related to your career, right? We're in the second quarter, March. Yeah, we're in the second quarter, April, May, June. I feel like the first quarter, maybe you felt like you deserved this recognition in the first quarter. And because you didn't get it, you might have been bummed out. You're like, screw this job, damn, Ron, right? But when you get it in the second quarter, which we're currently in, you still may be salty because you didn't get it when you wanted it. Okay? And the universe is saying, don't approach this coldly. Don't give yourself a moment to feel the love being given to you, being presented to you, being shown to you. I know, I'm not going to go there. Now I got the Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. So that's two options. Here comes the third option. So the third option, it feels like synergy is what I'm hearing, right? It kind of feels like it didn't come when I wanted it, but it came when I needed it, right? So it didn't work out how I planned for it, but it worked out for my good anyway. It worked out for the greater good. That's what the Magician in the Three of Pentacles is giving me, right? Something that you contributed to or worked towards or manifested or managed, right? About some sort of synergy, some sort of three options or two options, your lifestyle, right? You could have met somebody and you were dating and everything was going great, but you're like, holy shit, I still got to introduce them to my kids. I don't know how that's going to work out. This is saying by the time you introduce them to your kids, it's going to be fine, right? So that's it. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So what I just heard was, for some of you, you entered a new cycle, right? And the cycle for the first quarter, January, February, March of 2025, might have been rough. And it got you to the point where you're like, I don't know about this. Fuck this job. My expectations are not being met. It could have been a person also, right? You dated them for 2 or 3 months. After month 3, you're like, I don't know, this don't look like it's going to work out. Okay? The universe is like, baby, give it some time. Because the second quarter is going to be the shit. Okay? Things are just going to magically come together and magically mesh. Now, my angels are saying, Scorpio. Okay? Because the Queen of Swords is sometimes you, for me as a reader, right? As in being so salty that it didn't happen in the first quarter. Then when it does happen, again, you're still salty. Universe is like, no, soften up, warm up. And with the Nine of Wands and the Five of Swords, I feel like for a lot of you, you are or were on the verge of giving up before this beautiful, incredible, loving opportunity showed up. Again, whether it's a work opportunity or it's a love, it's familial, you got the apartment, the vehicle you wanted, you got denied for the first one. You was like, fuck that. If I'm not going to get what I want, then I'm not getting nothing at all. And then, sometime in April, the dealer called back and was like, yo, we're running this special with people in your credit rate. And now you're like, I don't want to know if I want it anymore. That is such a Scorpio thing to do. Scorpios love to cut off and reject if they didn't get what they wanted. Oh, child. That's what the Five of Swords is. The Five of Swords is feeling defeated. The Five of Swords is like, listen, I ain't get it in the first quarter, and that's when I really wanted it. Scorpio, don't be a baby. I'm sorry. And the Page of Wands, by the way, is the tantrum thrower wand page. Okay? The Page of Wands is the triggerer page. Okay? So I feel like the universe is saying, Scorpio, yes, you didn't get it when you wanted. But please, when you do get it, be happy. Be receiving of it versus being like, ain't nobody want that stale position. Oh, God. Scorpio. Right? You're overthinking. You're wondering, is there a catch-22? Is there a catch-38? Right? The overthinking in the Nine of Cups. First of all, Scorpio, you are the only sign in the zodiac who will analyze the fuck out of happiness. Come on down to the altar. Who's with me? Y'all will, that's too good to be true, Alex. I ain't asked for all that money in a raise. I just said they can give me $10 more an hour. They ain't have to give me 32 more an hour. Right? Be a better receiver, Scorpio. Be a better receiver. The Ace of Cups and the Ten of Swords, I promise you, some of you have sacrificed so much. You have given so much. Now the universe is ready to give it back, and you're like, don't nobody want that old sad promotion no more? Yeah, you do. You just wanted it when you wanted it. Don't be a baby. Page of Wands. I promise you, the Page of Wands is a tantrum thrower. I really want to say to you, Scorpio, just be happy. Just be happy. It came when it came. The Temperance card is the card of divine timing and divine order. And I don't know who you are. I don't know what you into. You could be an abracadabra alakazam like a mug. You ain't rushing no universe. You ain't forcing no sun to shine or no rain to fall. Okay, I'm just, all right. And the Queen of Swords, she looking dead at me. Look at the RBF, the resting bitch face. Look at that. The Queen of Wands is the true RBF, but the Queen of Swords, she looking dead ahead. She like, you said what now? You see my sword. You see my tail. Scorpio, just be happy. I don't know what this is, but just be happy. I know Two of Pentacles, King of Pentacles is something related to a Pentacles. So if you get some money and you like, why you giving me this? What you think I'm poor? Scorpio, just take the goddamn money and shush. And when I say goddamn, it's G-O-T. Okay? G-O-T is in Tom. Okay, there are a lot of cups here, angels. Where do we go from here? Oh, King of Wands. All right. See, that kind of says to me, the King of Wands is aggressive and passionate and prideful. I don't need your charity. Scorpio, don't let that pride fuck you up. I'm just saying. Come on with these pentacles. Scorpio, you got pentacles coming to you. Don't you look a gift horse in the mouth and be like, say, motherfucker. Oh, no. Page of Cups. Now, going back to the love storyline. You could have a ghoster return, someone you fell out of communication with, somebody you were talking to, and then all of a sudden conversations got further and further apart. They got a little drier. You got one word answers. You have communication, and as part of that communication, it's notification that somebody wants to present you with something that can truly make you happy. Scorpio, listen. 5 of Cups. See what I'm saying? You got disappointed in the past. That's why you're so cold, is because whatever this situation was, you got hurt by it in the past. You did. And you might be a little salty. I'm just saying. Come on out here, queen. You might be a little salty, Scorpio. I'm just 8 of Wands. There you go, to death. Scorpio's like, no. 6 of Cups. All right, Scorpio. All right. Now, y'all got to remember, I'm a Scorpio too. Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Venus. I got Scorpio somewhere else, but it's buried deep. Okay. Now, I know Scorpio. Okay. I know light Scorpio. I know medium light Scorpio. I know medium dark Scorpio. I know extra dark Scorpio. I know all Scorpios. The Phoenix, the Scorpion, the Serpent, the Eagle. I know all of them. Okay? I'm telling all of y'all, whatever this is, just be open to it. Just receive it. Okay? If you look at this table, we're going to count them together. The cups. 1, she got 2 cups in her hand. He has 1 cup, but I'm not going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8. Okay. So the majority of okay, I was just recounting. The majority of cards on this table are cups. With the exception of 1 cup card, everything else is positive. The negative cup is the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups represents being depressed, sad, lonely, being disappointed over something that happened to you in the past. With the 5 of Cups sitting on the 6 of Cups, right? You cut somebody or something off. And I'm talking, this was a Ginsu knife, Iron Chef, professional culinary cut. Okay, it was clean. Okay? But guess what? That shit is coming back. And as a fellow plant mom or plant parent, I know the significance of a cut, right? Because if you cut something in the right way, it helps regrowth and new growth. You see what I'm saying? You got the 6 of Cups here twice. Something is coming back to life in your heart, Scorpio. Okay? Angels are like, you could talk your shit. We don't even care because it's going to happen with or without you. Some shit's about to come along and make you happy. You ain't got no say in the matter. Angels are saying, some of them are even rolling their eyes now. How the hell could you be rolling your eyes about some good news? I'm talking to you. Whoever's out there talking about, she said something before was going to happen and that shit ain't happened. I am not understand that, right? I don't own divine timing. I just own the message. So if I say something, Scorpio, is going to make you happier than you've ever been in your whole existence, yeah, that could happen 6 days, 6 minutes, 6 hours, 6 years, 6 months, 6 lifetimes from now. I don't own when it's going to happen to you. And the other thing too is you have free will. So I can be like, hey, it's going to happen in 6 minutes. And you could still be salty. And it's like, hey, well, 6 minutes from now, Scorpio's still salty. So guess what? When it did happen, Scorpio rejected it. Scorpio denied it. So it didn't happen for this Scorpio. Okay? That's what resonance is. Resonance is the message that's sent out in the universe, and it starts vibrating, vibrating, vibrating. Well, guess what? In order for it to meet you, you have to be at that frequency. If you're salty, right? If you're vibrating too high, now you got what to climb up. You see what I'm saying? Again, hand gestures are totally free. Now, what gives me pause is this King of Wands and this Page of Wands, right? Because the wands represent fire energy. That's Leo, that's Sagittarius. I would just say to you, park your motherfucking pride. Because your pride is going to write a check that's going to fuck your heart up. Okay, I'm being realer than real with you, Scorpio. Now, here's the thing. I want y'all to be happy. So I'm telling you what to do to be happy, to be a receiver of this good news. Okay, so angels are saying go back over them cards. Now I'm going to go over them in the reverse. You're going to have some exciting news about some great love returning, and your reception, your receipt of this good news should be happy. Whatever this is, message that's coming in for you is supposed to make you happy. What your free will does with it is on you. It is the end of overly sacrificing, self-sacrificing, being overwhelmed, being under pressure, right? And I feel like this Ace of Cups is almost like renewed hope. Okay? I feel like you've been getting signs and synchronicities. My angels just said, for those of you who are connected with the universe, your ancestors, angels, God, fairies, elementals, whatever. You've already been seeing the signs and symbols. You've already been seeing the pixie dust all around you, notifying you of what's to come. It's going to come when you're ready to give up. 5 of Swords. Yeah, 5 of Swords is my get the fuck out of Dodge. It's like, listen, the lights just went out. I'm taking my ass home, right? The 5 of Swords is, you know what? Ain't nothing coming from this, so I'm going to just head down the road. I'm going to head on out, right? And I feel like it absolutely represents Scorpio runners, right? You shut down. You don't give something a chance. It's like, this is not going to work out. You overthink stuff. You're like, 2 + 2 is equaling 5. I don't have no time. I'm out. Right? As in, something looks weird and fishy. You're suspicious. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what? I'm out. I done been through this shit before. I'm not going through this a second time. And the universe is like, bring your ass back. Because I got some cups for you. I'm just saying. Okay, so what I just heard, I was going to say something in the past broke your heart, but my angels said, for some of you, whatever broke your heart is not coming back to make you happy. Who you were before your heart got broken is what's returning. So if you were happy-go-lucky, then you got this job and it completely burnt you the fuck out. Now you all desensitized and just cold and whatever. Universe is saying, we're not taking you back to that job. We're not taking you to another job like that. We're not even compensating you from a job like that. We're returning you back to that happy-go-lucky person before the job ran you over. Okay. I love that. I love that. And you know something, speaking of which, again, Six of Cups, I have it here twice. Six of Cups is the return of happiness and joy and love and, beautiful memories and, nostalgia, right? You ever hear a song that you haven't heard in a long time and it just brings back those memories? Or you hear a song that reminds you of a beautiful part of your childhood or when you gave birth to your child, right? Just something that just gently sits over your heart and brings a smile to your face. Okay. So whatever this was, and then something happened that broke your heart. And I feel like you've been in the state of that broken heart, or maybe you healed it, or maybe you did some work and, you're functional now. Okay. By the way that I'm looking at these cards and the messages that I'm receiving, it's almost like the universe is going to hit a refresh or they're going to reboot your heart. And you're going to be able to go back to who you were before the fuckery began. Okay? I love that. I love that. You know what this feels like to me? Okay, I know when people pass away, they refer to the funeral as the homegoing, right? As in, I don't know why, because the person's already gone, right? The body ain't going nowhere but in the ground. But our home is not the ground. Well, maybe it is the ground. Anyway, shit that goes on in my head. This feels like a homecoming, right? You're coming back home to love. That makes me so emotional. You're coming back home to love, Scorpio. Do not let your pride fuck it up. Do not let your pride fuck it up. Okay, Six of Cups. I was ready to start shuffling again. Angels, babies, thank you for this beautiful message. Y'all outdid yourselves on this one. This is a lot of cups. This is a lot of joy. This is a lot of happiness. I also just heard one bad apple don't spoil the whole bunch. So please do not let one negative situation in your lifetime fuck up your whole life. My angels just said that's exactly what this is. That one heartbreak, that one betrayal, that one experience in your life that turns you off and turns you off for good, the universe is coming back in to reboot your ass. Okay, I'm just, I'm here for the jokes. Look at this. Nothing will come of this situation. Yeah, I know. Second card, they're telling me the second card will explain the first card. Take time to breathe out. So we caught you, right? When I say we caught you, I feel like you are on the cusp of being this Queen of Swords forever, right? But whatever is about to happen to you universally is bringing you back into love. I love it. Angels just said a weight is being lifted. I love that. They're saying to me, can you imagine a 2-ton anvil? That's 4,000 pounds. Can you imagine like a 2-ton anvil being placed on your heart? Right? It's crushing. It's defeating. Okay? This reading, that anvil is about to be lifted. Okay? Now, angels are also saying too, yeah, you're going to need to give your heart time to reacclimate and, get some blood flowing through it and some love flowing through it and some admiration and, you know what I mean? So take your time through this, whatever it is. Okay? I love this. I love this. I love this. It's the rebirth of your heart. It's the rebirth of love. I love this. I love this. I love this. But what we were saying, and I want to reiterate this point, we're catching you right in the nick of time. Is it May? I don't know the time frame. Do y'all have a time frame for me, angels? I don't know what's going on in May. Is Venus finally fucking... That's what it was. The Venus retrograde did a number on a lot of your hearts because Venus retrograde caused you to go back and deal with emotional heartbreak, inner child issues. And I'm not talking, Jerry cheated on me and, I never forgave him. So during the Venus retrograde, I forgave him. I'm not talking about that bullshit. That's we could save that for Mercury's bullshit. The Venus retrograde was supposed to and intended to heal inner child wounds related to love. And I apologize. I know sometimes I get real chatty in my readings, but my goal is to correctly convey what messages I'm getting from angels. And for me personally, I'm dyslexic. I learned better with pictures and doing it myself versus written word. So they're showing me a picture, and it's my responsibility to explain to you what I'm seeing. Okay? So in saying all of that, the deep childhood wounds that you all were healing from had to do with how you learned to love. Okay? I'm going to give you an example. In my house, love and abuse were tied together. So it was almost like, oh, I'll do this for you, but you have to do this, right? That's just a watered down example. Or I'll do this for you, but I'm going to curse you out first. Okay? So growing up, when I started to love, I was a fucking Tasmanian devil. I was a fucking anger on wheels. Okay? Most of my relationships were very abusive, whether they were verbal, whether they were physical, whether they're emotional. And it was probably back somewhere around 2012 where I realized that I was being my mother, abusive narcissist, in my relationships. So I had to change that shit. I don't know if Venus was in retrograde then, but I had to change that monkey shit. Okay? So now I'm no longer that person. So for a lot of you, this Venus retrograde taught you that it taught you however you grew up with love. For a lot of you, if you grew up with love and manipulation, love and verbal abuse, love and physical abuse, love and taken advantage or taken for granted or neglected, however you learned love, your love style as a child, okay? This Venus retrograde was supposed to undo all of that. So you can learn that love is not abusive. Love is not manipulative. Love is not, this, that, or the other. Love should be coupled with love. Okay? That's why the King of Wands and the Page of Wands is here. For a lot of you, I know in our house also, there was a lot of yelling and screaming and, like I said, verbal abuse. Nothing crazy like, you're never going to amount to any. No, nothing like that. It wasn't that gutter. Let's just say that. It might have been a little bit more subtle. But anyway, the Venus retrograde was supposed to uncouple that. But the King of Wands and the Page of Wands, for a lot of you, when you did not receive, when you felt like your needs were not being met, you acted out. You got angry. You threw tantrums, right? You're passive aggressive. You went from 0 to 600 in 2 seconds, right? Anytime I see the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands, or the Page of Wands, that's emotional mood swings, okay? That's violent emotions. So the Venus retrograde put all of that under a microscope and forced you to look at it and was like, you know what? Here's what we gonna correct. Here's what we gonna course correct. This reading just got real freaking serious real quick. Now, with the Queen of Swords, 5 of Cups, and the Six of Cups, again, we forced you to look at it. And so we can go back and return you to a place of peace and safety and joy and love. We had, for many of you during this Venus retrograde, you had to learn what love was. You had to learn what healthy love is, right? Oh my God, this reading is the best ever. Look at the bigger picture. So we got nothing will come from this. Take time and breathe out and look at the bigger picture. So looking at the bigger picture to me, right? Remember at the beginning of the reading, it was like, yeah, some Scorpios don't really care about love, blah, blah, blah. This is definitely for those Scorpios who don't care about love, right? In other words, why did you continue to attract who you attracted? Because of the type of love you were raised on, right? The way love was defined, okay? Stockholm Syndrome, right? Stockholm Syndrome is learning to love your captor, learning to love your abuser, learning to love your breadcrumber, learning to love your narcissist. My angels just said, any of those 4 people sound like your parents? Neglect, abandon, abuse, right? Again, psychology, I know. Look at this. Look at what you end with. You're good enough. All right. Okay, yeah, I know. Say my angel said a lot of you may be crying right now, or this definitely was triggering to you. Sorry, Page of Wands we know is triggering. But again, Page of Wands, 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups. This message was sent to you today by the angels of the universe to help you be happier. The end fucking period. Because we love you. And we want you not only to feel our love, as in, I can love you. I always end all my readings. I love you, Scorpio. Okay. I don't know none of y'all. Right? But that doesn't stop me from loving you, because I can love you and not ever know what you look like. I can love you and not know what you've been through. And it's funny to me when people call me for readings, because some of them do tell me their life stories. And I'm like, I still love you, but what's your question? Right? In other words, I love that people are able to vent and get things off their chest. And Lord knows they confess things to me that they haven't confessed to anybody else. I honor that, right? But that ain't gonna stop me from loving you, right? Again, always remember, God loves rapists and murderers too. Okay? We may not, but God does, because he created them. You see what I mean? Now, I done went and took a left turn. I always end my readings with I love you, because I want you to hear it, because I feel it. And the way that I do my readings, I do it to enhance you and help you grow and help you evolve so you can get everything you want, even if it's just peace. Okay? So this reading, again, with all these cups, I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen a reading with all these cups. Okay? But this reading with all these cups is proof to me that you are good enough. We need you. We want you. We love you, Scorpio. We do. Can y'all imagine a world without Scorpio? I couldn't. Can you imagine if Scorpio had their own planet? Good God. That planet would look like Swiss cheese, all them damn stinger tails. But let me be the first, second, third, fourth, ninth person to love you in the healthiest way possible. To love you without condition, right? To love you with all your flaws. To love you and just accept you for who you are, wherever you are. That's the love I have for you. That's what the universe is trying to bring back to you. Don't fuck it up. Okay? Don't let this world make you so cold and cutting and suspicious and just shut down where you can no longer receive the love. And I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to be out of here. The universe caught you in time, because for a lot of you, that's exactly where you were headed. You were headed to fuck itville. You were headed to, you know what? Fuck love. And typically, when you're like, you know what? I don't have no more time. I give up. I'm out. Here comes love beating down your door. Well, Scorpio, I'm sorry. I hope that didn't make anybody dizzy or anything. Anyway, I'm out of here. You got love coming to you. It's coming whether you like it or not. It is going to be an EF5 type of love. And its purpose is to recalibrate you back to who you were before the love and other stuff started happening. I love you so much, Scorpio. Please save this reading. I think it's really, really, really important. And, you know, comment, share, like, subscribe. Thank you guys so very much for rocking with me, for the donations, for the comments, for the confirmation. I love you, Scorpio. Bye.